Today, welcome to the today's class. Last class we are discussing our overview of the RRC, how the RRC will be work. Now, today class we are discussing RRC functions. So before going to RRC function, what type of the functions are there? How it will be work? The first concept of signaling radio. What is three concepts are there? One is SRB 0, SRB 1 and SRB 2. So SRB means signaling radio bearers. It is defined as radio bearers that are used only for the transmission of RRC and NAC. RRC and NAS, non-accessible stratum messages. See, SRB is defined as the radio bearers that are used only for the transmission. This SRB is used for the only transmission for the RRC and NAS, means non-accessible stratum. See, first we have to see there are three different SRBs defined in LTE, long term evolution. It is defined in three types. The first one, SRB 0, is for RRC message using the CCH channel, means common control channel. It is the logical channels. This RRC message is using with the help of this channel. The SRB 1, it is also RRC messages and NAS messages are there. First, it is prior to establishment of SRB 2. The first priority gives to the SRB 2 using the help of DCCH channel, means dedicated control channel. Now comes to the SRB 2 is for NAS messages using again dedicated control channels, and in this SRB 2 is it gives the lower priority, it gives the higher priority to SRB 1 and considered by the TRON after security of the activation. When the these three RRC functions will be doing in a security wise. Now, main function of this RRC. First function is broadcast system information. Second function is RRC connections control, and third one is measurement configuration and reporting other functions. See, first, broadcast system information. This broadcast system information can be divided into two types. One is the MIB, another one is SIB. MIB means master information block and another one is system information block. See, broadcast system of information we can divide it as two. It is it is divided into the two parts. First is master information, second one is system information block, master information block. See, first, what is the function of MIB? See, in this MIB, limited number of and most essential frequency transmitted parameters are there. Means whatever the most essential information is there, that information we have to pass with the help of broadcast channels. What is the MIB function? What are the important messages? Means what information is there? That information we have to transmit it by the logical channels. When it will be essentially, it will be transmitted. Some parameters are there. According to that parameters, BCH channel is working. Now comes to the SIB. See, it is the type 1 parameters are there. This type 1 parameters, it is determine the cell. Cell means it contains some information. Determine the cell, it is suitable for the communication or not. If not suitable means again re-establishment of the cell, and it will be checking. After that you can send the through DLSCH channel, means downlink shared channels. So these are the two main important functions of broadcast system information. One is the MIB, another one is SIB. Now comes to the RRC connection control. See, means how the connection will be there. Radio link control connections will be there. So many procedure related establishment functions are there. Verification is there. RRC release connections are there. Paging, initial security, activation, establishment, SRB, and radio bearer carrying the user data. See, means so many functions, so many connections are there. In RRC connections, paging connections will be there, and it will be initial security, activation of the data, and re-establishment, establishment. All connections are, and how the service is there, the quality of the service is there, means how to control the quality of the service, how to maintain this quality of the service, we can check by these connections. Now measurement, configuration and reporting. If connection is over means measurement will be start. How the measurement will be taking place, how to establish, what modification is there, how the measurement is there, what is the configuration, what type of the configuration we are using the measurement devices. You have to study by this configuration. If all the configuration, intra-segment, inter-segment and intra-segment, inter-frequency, intra-frequency, these are the some measurement systems are there. With the help of these systems we can provide the information to the main MMB, means mobility management, or it comes to under this. Other functions, it include the transfer the dedicated NAS information and 3GPP. 3GPP means third generation procedure. This is the third generation project, third generation partnership project. So in this way we can use the user equipment to identify what information, what operation will be taking place. All information will be there in user equipment. So this one is one. Now, so all the it will be configuration is over. What type of the devices will be there, how it will be maintaining, how it will be start, and what are the connections are needed, what is the media will be taking place, what are the types of the channels are there. According to that channel we can work. Okay, the channel will be start working. Means comes to the management. If the system will be ready, means for example in a company management or home management or our mobile management equipment is started. So what happens if the system will be ready, means management will be needed. So without management we can't do anything. If management comes, it is very important. Without management we can't do anything. And if the management will be not there, means the system will be not working properly. So system will be working properly means management is play very important role. So in the mobility management, so many managements are comes. UV is there, MM is there, and X2 and S1 mobility management will be there. So how it will be work, see one by one. So first you have to come to the S1 mobility. Is very similar to the UMTS, means ultra mobile transport system. The radio network subsystems are there. SRNS, the radio network, sorry, servicing radio network subsystems are there. According to that systems, you have to see mobility management over. So in the mobility management over S1 interface, so this, according to this figure, this is user equipments are there, source of E node means what are the source are available, and target of E node, source mobility management, target mobility management. In this first, how the process will be taking place? First, preparation phase. What we can do first preparation phase was what operation will be taking place. See, first source E node, you have to send the handover request to the source MME, mobility management. What type of the management? How the system will be work? How to send the request? So after that, what target is there? See, forward the reallocation request means again you have to send the information to the this target mobility management. After checking this one, again resend this target management target MME to the target E node B. So handover request will be comes to this. After that, so what happens if the system will be okay? Means whatever the target E node will be there, that operation it should be ready. Means what happens? It send the acknowledgement to the this target MME. Whatever the information you are sending, it will be correct. Okay, no problem. So what happens on that time? Forward reallocation response means the source MME is there ready. Okay, whatever the sources are required, we are ready to send. Means that handover command to send to the source E node. After sending this, execution status will becomes means execution phase will be start. So handover command will becomes means it will be sent to the UA equipment, user equipment. This equipment will be identified. So what type of the process will be going on? Again, this command will be E node status will be transferred to the source MME. What is the status? What MME status? See, this is mobility management equipment status are there. So it checking the status of these parameters. After that, random access channel will be handover. It will be confirm the target E node. So it is okay. After if the target E node will be okay means handover notification will be how to send to the main target MME. After that will be completed means targeted we have to reach means you have to send the procedure will be create complete the phase that will be reached to the source MME. This operations will be taking place by the system. So now stop here only. Next class we are discussing. Thank you.